Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with a video about a recent news item. And the news item I'm going to cover is the passage of the Indiana Religious Freedom Bill. Boy, oh boy, does this make me so proud to live in the great state of Indiana. Yes, there is some sarcasm in what I just said. With gay marriage gaining legality across the country, it's now legal in most states. I believe it's even legal here in Indiana. And it's more than likely going to be legal across the country shortly because I'm honestly shocked at how quickly that has changed. As far as my personal views on gay marriage, if gay people want to be as miserable as the rest of us and get married, have at it, guys. I don't really have a problem with it, but that's, neither here nor there. Basically, what this religious freedom bill will do in Indiana, and there are similar bills that have been introduced around the country, but I think Indiana's is notable because of how far-reaching it is. Basically, if you are a Christian, right, you can, or other religion. Let's be honest, though, Christian is the majority in this country, but you could be, any religion, not just Christians. I'm not going to pick just on Christians because it could be any religion. If you're asked to do something that violates your religion, strongly violates your religious beliefs at work or business or whatever, you don't have to do it. So basically what that means is Christian business owners can choose not to serve gay customers. Like, for example, the gay marriage thing, if you have a wedding and you want to, get flowers or a cake or whatever, I guess a florist or somebody who owns a bakery could say, oh, sorry, it's for a gay wedding. I'm not going to do that, And that in and of itself probably isn't a huge deal because there's probably plenty of, bakeries and florists that'll do that. But it becomes a larger... In a big city, that's not as big of a deal. But let's say you get to a small town and there's only one baker and one florist, right? And they won't serve gay people. Then it's a bigger problem. Same thing with restaurants. Let's say you own a restaurant and you won't let in the gays. Well, what does this remind me of? Well, it kind of reminds me of Jim Crow era segregation in the South, where they wouldn't, do things for blacks. And it was legal. And it's just the way that it was. In a lot of ways, gays are the new blacks. And what I mean by that is it's now legal and acceptable to discriminate against the gays. And boy, oh boy, those religious conservatives sure are leading the charge in this. Another example of this wonderful religious freedom religious freedom bill is if you're an anesthesiologist, you don't have to give anesthesia to somebody who might be getting an abortion. Now, let me put it to you this way. If you have strong religious views about any medical procedures, I'm not going to open the can of worms that is abortion. That is a very complicated issue, and I'm not going to get into that. But regardless of that, if you have a job to do and you're a medical professional, you have to do it. I'm sorry. You need to put aside your religious beliefs and just do whatever the job is. Okay? If you're in the job, you got to do it. If you're a pharmacist, I think it's unconscionable. Like, let's say it violates your religion to give out birth control, right? So somebody gets a prescription for birth control, but you won't do it because it violates your religious tenets or whatever. Who are you to determine what medical treatment you give another person? So, in my opinion, if you have that strong of a religious belief, don't get into the medical field. Just don't. Avoid it, because guess what? You're probably going to have to do things that your religion doesn't agree with. And if that's a big, huge problem for you, just don't get in the medical field, period. If you operate a business that's open to the public, it's not a church, right? And you don't, you know, and it's a problem for you to serve certain types of people. Maybe you shouldn't have a public-facing business. Just a thought. These are just thoughts that I have. You know, I see this religious freedom stuff. Really, it's largely a pushback, you know, by the conservatives to, you know, religious conservatives to push back against gay marriage and other rights. And it really is, it's shades of, you know, past discrimination. And, you know, in the past, religious conservatives, you know, used the Bible to justify, you know, enslaving blacks in American history. You look at it, back in the days of slavery, they would say, oh, well, this Bible passage, you know, endorses slavery, so let's do that. So really, guys, if you're going to use the Bible as your defense to discriminate against gays, you know, should we throw people back in shackles and enslave them? Because that's apparently okay too. So I know what I'm saying, some very incendiary things, but you know, I feel that this is a dangerous road to go down, legalizing discrimination against any class of people. You know, I know it's not governmental. You know, it's not, a government isn't going to discriminate, but the fact that they're allowing individuals to discriminate is troubling to me. You know, anyway, and another side effect of this is I'm now going to start voting again. I actually haven't voted for a few years because I'm pretty disgusted with the Democrats and the Republicans. I don't care for either major party in the least. I don't feel either one of those parties really reflects my values as a person or has the average person at heart at all. Both of them are, you know, controlled by corporate puppet masters. And in my opinion, again, opinion, but I don't really, it's, who am I kidding? I don't think it's an opinion at this point. You know, the average person has like no say whatsoever in policy in this country. And my personal, on some things I'm liberal, on other things I'm conservative. It just depends on the issue. I don't label myself either way, because I feel if you do that, you limit yourself. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I know this is a huge hot button issue. You know, feel free to flame at me in the comments if that's what you so choose. I will simply ignore you. So anyway, you know, if you liked what you see, you know, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.